Yo, what's up guys? My name is Gloco and welcome to Gaming with Purpose, a segment dedicated to teaching everyone here about the Philippine esports industry and gaming in general. And today we have a special guest, Sir Alvin Juban. Welcome to our show. All right, so tell us something about yourself.
Well, I'm from the game development industry. I've been serving as president of GDAP, it's our local association for game development. And now I find myself in a special place with a lot of really cool people. And we are bringing in esports to the Southeast Asian Games for the first time in history.
So can you give us a background of what you do before you were handling everything here in the Philippine Philippine PSEU Games Esports Union?
No, I still am a game developer. I work for a company called Synergy 88.
Oh, okay.
And we're a game development and animation company. So I've spent roughly almost 10 years in that industry.
10 years?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Almost 10 years. And now everybody knows that esports is the close brother, sister of video games.
Video games, of course.
Started. And so, I've taken my place.
So, what is your role in the Philippine PSEU Esports Union?
We call ourselves co-presidents. It's called the union for a reason. We brought together two federations actually for one unified purpose of enabling esports to enter the SEA Games.
As the manager of the national esports team here in the Philippines, what are the challenges you're expecting or you're trying to deal with right now?
Just like, I guess, any other manager of any other national sports association, the number one problem would be training.
Training.
We're not here to just make friends with our neighbors in ASEAN. We want to win the gold.
Of course, that's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's why we're here,
guys. We play to win.
And of course, training comes with an expense. Where do we find it? Where do we find the proper funding needed to train the national team?
What about PSEU in general? What's the main role of the PSEU?
We're trying to bridge the traditional with the digital. We are caretakers of esports. We have to make sure that we line up all our ducks in a row. The venue is there, the equipment is there. We have a beautiful stage, we have supporters, we have funding. And along the way, hopefully we have athletes and coaches and trainers along the way. And while doing that, we have to serve as hosts for all the other countries who are coming, for esports. The world will be watching. The world will be watching us.
So here's a personal question from me. Now, it's no joke that esports is really big right now. It's grown tremendously in just such a short time. We have international events, tournaments with incredible production and prize money, and the sensation is just way out of there. It's the whole world is watching. Even though you're not really into esports, you'll see it everywhere. TV, radios, everywhere. So, do we really need to bridge traditional with the digital when we know for in fact that digital may grow even bigger than the traditional?
One thing that goes well for both of them is both of them are done by the young.
Sure.
Done by the young, and they're supposed to be watched by people from all over the world. Now the rise of esports, the only word to describe it is it's been phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
And seeing how traditional sporting events, I believe they really need to innovate. They really need to innovate to get more of the world's attention.
Of course.
I mean, these sports won't better themselves if they don't innovate. And I think this is one way of innovating sports in Southeast Asia. To put in, hopefully the viewers will come in, and who knows? It's the ultimate dream, of this bridging.
With that in mind, what's your personal opinion on the current environment of esports here in the Philippines? Like, what's your opinion on the current environment of the Philippines, and how should it evolve in the future?
We're the Filipino gamers are very famous. Now, especially in the game development industry.
Yeah, all eyes on us.
All eyes on us. All eyes and ears on us. One, we love everything that's new. When you're about to market a global game and it's in English, a lot of people soft launch it in the Philippines. Speak English and will download every shiny, bright thing that comes online or anything. We'll download the game and then we make noise on it. And we know for a fact that especially with big online games, for each major game, you have separate servers to serve certain geographies, right?
Yes.
And somehow the Philippine server is not very popular.
For a good reason. I mean, sorry, for a bad reason. In our case.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, it's nice that we're so vocal. It's nice to be vocal if you're testing a game, but if you're vocal just to be insulting, or just to be loud, or just to be annoying, or you're trying to impart harm on another person, like just being toxic, that won't work, man. That really won't work. I have to say to everyone, we do not invite toxic people. We do not want a toxic environment, not just for esports, but for the Southeast Asian games. Man, it's our time to host, and we invite everybody to participate. We want people to buy tickets. We want people to support our country, our athletes, and we want to tell everyone, hey, while we're at, be a generous host. You have to be. I mean, we're trying to tell people that Philippines is a good place. So we don't need this toxic environment.
So, do you have any other messages, like not just for the athletes, but maybe for the game developers who are aspiring here in the Philippines?
For the game development industry, it's been over a decade of game development, and we are fortunate that we actually have a course for game design development in school. It's not perfect, but it's evolving. It's getting better and better with time. When we have each other, the industry and acting work together, and I hope we just keep on aiming for bigger projects and develop more original games.
Original games.
Yes. More original games.
Original games, please.
That's where the money is. Other than that, I really hope that we come together for the 30th Southeast Asian Games. It's gonna be from November 30 to December 11. The single biggest spend of any Philippine government in sports, and as a highlight, we're having esports, first ever medal event in the world. In the world,
guys.
It's gonna happen once. So I ask for everyone's support, particularly sponsors. We do need more sponsors to make this thing go, right?
Nice.
Sponsors for athletes, for SEA Games, and best of luck to us all.
Best of luck to us all. Everyone, let's all work together here, guys. All right, let's make SEA Games and esports great.
That's wrong.
Okay, that's my own line. All right, so there you have it with Sir Alvin Juban, the National Esports Manager and the co-president of the Philippine SEA Games Esports Union. Thank you very much for giving us your insights. I learned a lot. Guys, remember everything we said, okay? We need your help. Yeah. And there you have it, guys. I am Gloco. This is Sir Alvin Juban, and you are watching Gaming with Purpose.